What is the law of attraction? Hi, Mark Gilbert here, and in this video we're going to briefly review the law of attraction, what it is, and how to use it. In a later video, we'll look at some of its common criticisms. I believe understanding the criticisms, which are really in my mind about misunderstanding the law itself, will better help you use the law, so be sure and check that one out. But first, what is this law of attraction? The term comes from New Thought teachings and simply stated references that what we tend to think about manifest in the material world. It's the belief that positive or negative thoughts bring positive or negative experiences into a person's life. Many people first heard about the law of attraction from the book and the movie The Secret that came out around 2006. But truth be told, this law had been around for many years before. The use of the term law of attraction can be found in publications dating back to the late 1800s. And many New Thought teachers have frequently used the term for the past 100+ years. For example, in my video on the science of mind, a New Thought philosophy, I outlined the basic teachings of Ernest Holmes and the power of our consciousness. Holmes used the term law of attraction extensively. It even served as the title of an entire chapter in his major book, The Science of Mind. And you can find this law referenced by people such as Charles and Myrtle Fillmore, who founded the Unity New Thought organization, and modern writers such as Wayne Dyer, Deepak Chopra, Louise Hay, Neil Donald Walsh, Tony Robbins, and many others. So how do you use the law of attraction? There's so much stuff out there on the internet on this topic that you can Google it and find so many people teaching it. And the concepts that you'll find them teaching, you'll find a lot of similarities, but a few differences between them. However, a beginning student who first encounters the law of attraction frequently is led to believe that so long as they think something enough, they'll see it manifest in their lives. That was certainly what I felt was the simplistic view of the law presented in the movie The Secret. That is, create a vision board, think consistently on what you want, and voila, here it comes. Now sometimes that happens, and it validates the law for you consciously when it does. However, other times you don't get what you think about, and you end up thinking, this law of attraction's a bunch of bunk. Now personally, I like that The Secret popularized the concept of the power of thought, but I do believe that it oversimplified how to use it. And I felt that the movie and the book tended to stress the use of thought primarily for material gain, which I think is somewhat limiting of it. So what I want to offer you is a few key steps to using the law that I think will be helpful. If you then want to go deeper, I suggest you also view my videos on changing your limiting beliefs and the one I mentioned previously on when the law of attraction appears not to work. So here are the steps. Step 1. Identify what it is you want to manifest. Money, prosperity, relationships, new job, travel, more time, whatever. But determine what it is you desire. Step 2. Use techniques such as affirmations, visualizations, affirmative prayer, the power of your imagination to see your desired outcome in your life now. As we've mentioned before, what affirmations and so on are doing is reprogramming your conscious thoughts. And ultimately, they're reprogramming your subconscious. So the more frequently you can do them, the better the ultimate results. Step 3. Embed your visualizations and imagined outcomes with as much emotion as possible. Feel like what you desire is already in your life. Really use the power of your imagination to feel it. Step 4. Live as if the desired outcome is already manifest. Talk about it being in your life. Consider it there. Take all reasonable steps to act like it's there already. This is important because if you live like it's not there, then living like that's going to undermine your reprogramming of your consciousness. Step 5. Take the material world actions that are necessary to put yourself in the best position to manifest what you want. You desire relationships? Well, get out and interact with people. You want a new job? Well, be sure and apply for them. Want to win the lottery? Be sure to buy a ticket. Step 6, feel gratitude for the blessings that are in your life, and especially for the outcome that you know is manifesting. Express and feel gratitude daily as much as you can. Before you go to bed, feel gratitude for everything good that happened to you that day. The truth is, gratitude shifts your consciousness in general away from focusing on the negative and towards the positive. Step 7, release attachment to the outcome. Let it show up exactly as it's going to. Don't dwell on it as if you may go into negative thoughts and again undermine your desire. So finally, in conclusion, I want to also share with you a few key points to remember in addition to these 7 steps we just covered. One key point is that the law is working whether you try to direct it or not. Every day our thoughts are creating, and for much of the time we're on autopilot and recreating the same thing over and over based on our beliefs. So the question to consider is, do we want to create consciously what we really desire, or keep creating the same thing over and over based on our automatic beliefs? The choice is yours. The second thing to remember is that when you go to consciously use the law, what you try to consciously manifest is a product of where you are in your needs. What is it that you feel like you need? Think back to a moment ago when I asked you that question to identify it. What came up for you? Now put that into Maslow's needs levels for a moment. And how does your desire fit in? You may want to review that video if you want to know more about Maslow. But for example, if you're wanting more friends, that may be coming from a desire to meet a love and belongingness need. If you're wanting a job, that could be coming from a security need, or it could be coming from a self-esteem need. My point is that as you meet your lower basic level needs, the law of attraction can be used for higher needs as well. So don't forget to use the law when you're focusing on self-actualization and transcendence. And the third tip that I want you to remember is that whatever you manifest may not be exactly what you wanted. You can be very specific about the outcome you desire and embed your imagined outcome with as much feeling, and I encourage you to do that. But my advice is to be open to receiving something that's different from what you imagined. It may be exactly what you need. Oftentimes in my affirmations and affirmative prayers, I add the phrase, "This or something better is being manifest now." So get practicing consciously using the law of attraction. But if you really want to go deeper with it, again, review the other videos that I mentioned. Till next time.